What's up, football fans? Welcome back to This Week in Dago Sports on the Dago Sports Show. Very special guest joining me today, one of the founding members, one of the OGs of the San Diego Rebellion Women's National Football Conference members, Tanya Luna. Tanya, thank you
Here,
for
here,
coming on.
here I
Appreciate your
am.
time.
Thank you for
That's
having
right.
me.
No, well deserved. I just want to jump right into it. I've been announcing probably 3 seasons now for the Rebellion, and being a part of the Rebellion family has just been an amazing experience. And you are one of the anchors of that team, the heart and soul of that team. What is it like playing professional football at this high level? Because the Rebellion are one of the top teams in the league.
You know what? When you ask about playing professional football, I think about like this just amazing opportunity to be able to play. I like to put emphasis on playing for San Diego Rebellion. It's at a whole nother level. I've experienced other teams and other leagues. This is why being one of the founding members with San Diego Rebellion and never wanting to leave. I've asked them for a forever contract. It's just a undescribable feeling. When I go out there try to recruit players, I tell them I'm not gonna, stalk you to come out and play. Just come see what the family's about.
Yes. So, and you've been playing over 10 years professionally with different leagues and obviously ending up, and you're never going anywhere else. You're going to stay with the Rebellion until you hang
I'm
it up
I'm
and then
gonna I'm
probably
gonna
end up
stay right
coaching, right?
there.
Yeah. Growing up, obviously you're always been an athlete to be at this level as a professional athlete. What sports did you play growing up through the ranks through high school?
So funny thing is I didn't know football was a woman's thing. When I heard about it,
Hmm.
I was like, oh, I gotta get in there. I grew up playing softball, throughout
Okay.
high school and, even in my adult age, I was playing softball, travel ball, entering competitions. And as soon as I seen women's football was a thing, I was like, what are we doing? Like let me get out there on this field. What are we talking about? And I just been
Right.
sold ever since. I fell in love with it.
Yeah, and let's be clear with the people. This is legit football. This is not LFL. Like you guys are hitting. I mean, I was the first
Yes.
time I seen it. I'm like, oh, they out here.
They're geared
These are
up.
all dogs.
You
Yes,
know
this
what?
is
And I
not.
always, people always ask, like, oh, you play football? And instantly it goes to, like, oh, you play soccer? And then it goes to, oh, you play LFL football. And I'm like, well, have you seen
Mhm.
me? Have you seen my
Yeah.
size? I don't necessarily knock those women, right?
Mhm.
It's, I think that they're athletes, right? They have to go out and they have to train and they have to do what they have to do to play their sport. I don't knock it in that aspect. I knock
Mhm.
it in the sense of, we have to work that much harder to be established and more known while we're fully clothed, right?
Yeah.
Us as women having to go out just to be in some booty shorts and half naked to be a paid athlete or to get some kind of recognition. I think right here the WNFC is creating that platform for us to be potentially paid athletes, just like the NFL, but women.
Yes, and this sport is growing. The league is growing. I know there's a new TV deal coming out. It's getting more exposure. So as I've been around for the last 2, 3 seasons, I've seen it grow just nationally. That this is a legit sport and a lot of eyes. And I think it's going to be on ESPN, right? The next championship game or something like
Yeah,
that.
so actually this last year, 2025 champion season was on ESPN. So
Okay.
it was there, it was live on ESPN. I believe it had record-breaking views.
Wow.
There's a lot of firsts going on in the WNSC. I mean, other than us being sponsored by Adidas and Rydell, big names out there, heavy hitters, we just, the WNFC just hosted their very first combine. We were selected, top athletes were selected to go out to kind of be showcase athletes, and then all the free agents showed up. Some of the ex NFL players or some top lead coaches were out there. If we had Devontae Freeman out there, who was our host. We wore his logo. We worked together. So big things are happening, and I just
Yes.
I'm kind of humble and quiet about it, and I'm just like, just watch, just Google and see
Yes.
what you see.
Yeah, and also in addition to the tackle side of it, the Rebellion also has a flag football team for women and young ladies who don't really want to play tackle football but
Yep.
can play flag football. You want to share and touch on that for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, flag is becoming, right, Olympic sport. It's becoming so well known. I mean, I think I read yesterday something about the NFL is going to start hosting some flag teams, right? The
Yes.
WNFC has been on this. right? We've had a flag team since the beginning. We're hosting competitions. We do with the San Diego Rebellion in December. We're having a flag competition in San Diego. If you like to host, look up San Diego Rebellion.
Yeah.
It's a league wide, and there's money prize, cash money prize. It's just becoming a more well-known thing. There's a lot of top athletes out there. So if tackle's not your thing, we got flag. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you played throughout the years, and how did you find the San Diego Rebellion? Can you share that story briefly with us?
So it's funny because I had answered this question during another interview sometime, and I mentioned that I saw a Facebook post, and everybody kind of went quiet, and I was like, well, that kind of shows a little bit of my age because a lot of people in this new generation don't use Facebook anymore,
Right.
just like we used to talk about MySpace or something.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so a friend of mine posted, they said, going to football tryouts today. And I was like, oh, girl, you conformed. You're going to the LFL. Like, what are you doing? And she was like,
Mhm.
no, it's legit football. And I was like, well, why didn't you invite me? Like, I want to go too. And I
Right.
and I say that I had no concept of like how to play. Like I understood that you take this weird shaped ball and you get it on the other side of the field and you put some points on the score and whoever has the most wins. I went out, I showed my athletic ability. I told the coaches, put me wherever you think. And I played center ever since, my very beginning year back in like 2012, 2013. And it's been my thing. My football IQ is there and it's growing and I'm always learning. But I love it.
And share with us about the culture being part of the Rebellion family and how you guys build that chemistry with the players on and off the field.
Oh my gosh. The Rebellion family is just, again, it's so like undescribable. When I tell people come on and check out, like if we're recruiting somebody, I tell them come see what our family is about because family doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. And I can say, the last couple years of San Diego Rebellion, it's just been this feeling of like love and persistence and motivation and determination and like everybody's there for each other. We all have the drive, the hit in us, but the humbleness to care about each one of us and every other athlete on the field. But it's just I can pick up my phone right now and I can call anybody on the team and they're going to be like, what you need, and
Wow.
it's just it's a true meaning of family.
And which one or two of your teammates do you feel that deserves more recognition that normally doesn't get it, in your opinion?
Oh, oh. This is hard. I'm a true O lineman, right?
Right.
So we always joke about how O line doesn't get that recognition. Like we're the most like selfless people on the team. I don't feel it because my team makes me feel, along with the rest of us O line, so appreciated. It's hard to pinpoint a position or a person that doesn't get that recognition, right? If it was an average team, I would tell you, oh, O line needs more appreciation. We need stats. Like count up our pancakes and give us some kind of trophy or award or something.
Mhm.
Um, but being with San Diego Rebellion, I think we equally feel the love. We feel, a quarterback throws a touchdown and they're celebrating with their receiver or the running back runs it in. They're thanking us. They're
Yeah.
telling us like, thank you for my hole. Thank you for having that gap open. Thank you for blocking for me. So, with Rebellion, I can't really name a position or a person that needs more
That's
recognition. I would
awesome.
say maybe this year because of all of our injured athletes, like we faced this last season, I think every game was like a season ending injury. So I'll throw out those players, maybe the recognition on the sideline, as an injured player showing up to every practice, every game, putting their heart on the field and not being able to suit up with us is a whole nother level because I don't know where my mindset would be if I couldn't play, if there was something that stopped me. So maybe them.
Yeah, definitely. Because with those season-ending injuries, it had to be the next player up, and you guys were just came the year before, lost a heartbreaking loss in the Western Conference Championship, correct, or the
Yes.
finals. So
Yeah.
then now you rebuild, the season starts, and then one of the best linemen with you tore her knee, I believe, right, or
Her
was it her ankle? Yeah,
ACL, yes, that's
ACL.
my
Yes,
sister right there.
yes. And shout her out, give her some love that we got
Yeah,
this
that's
platform,
my sister. I'm
Johanna.
gonna I'm just gonna say this. She
Mhm.
has been moving in silence and I still hear it. She is going to come back and I don't want to like share her story and put too much out there, but watch out. That's
Yeah,
all I
and
have to say about her is
share the name with her, with
yeah,
everyone.
Johanna Espenberg, min sister. Y'all,
Yes,
funny story.
yes,
I'm going back to Sweden next month just to not surprise her because how do I get on a
yeah,
plane and fly that long? But her birthday's
right.
next month, so happy
Nice.
birthday!
Happy
Yes, so
birthday.
we're gonna get
Yes.
to go celebrate together.
I remember that night after the game, and and I just told her, and something that I told her, she said she'll never
Yeah,
forget. I
she.
told her, you never walk
Oh,
off the field with your head down. You always keep your
yep.
head up, and only time you look down if there's money on the ground.
If there's money on
And
the ground, and she still
yeah,
used
that's
that
it.
quote till the day. It's a
Yeah,
thing we tell each other now.
always keep your head up. Never
Always,
look down.
yes.
If there's money on the ground, you look down. Other than that, head
Yep.
up.
Other than
Always.
that,
So
nope.
yeah, head up. And so after that, losing, her for the season, and then throughout the rest of the regular season, someone else got hurt. Running backs hurt. And you guys still made it back to the Western Conference Finals again, so understaffed, but the next player's up. That's a testament to the coaching staff and the players, in my opinion, if you want to touch on your feelings of all those injured players coming off the field and people stepping up and then continuing the success.
Yeah, it definitely when my sister got hurt, I was in shock and then it was like anger. It was instant like
Mhm.
who did it? Like let.
It
And
was
then
good.
Ninji Martin got hurt, right?
Mhm.
And Ninji is just such a tough person. Like no
Yes.
tears, no nothing, and it was a horrible injury. I cried. And people looked at me like Tanya's crying. And I say the tears came from the emotional distraught that I knew Ninji was going to feel. And my heart felt for that more than the injury. My heart
Yeah.
felt like, oh my God, football means everything to Ninji, right? Like, and to see that injury gonna end your season, it just
Mhm.
like it broke my heart. But you know what? We went out there and that just brings the like true meaning of family that we had to persevere and we had to be selfless and we had to go out and do what we had to do to get to the end of this because we didn't experience these things to lose. We didn't experience
Right.
these things to like give up on each other. So we stayed strong.
Yes. And so now getting ready, the off-season training, the season's getting ready to roll back around and be here in a few months. What's the vibe, the feel of the rebellion as they prepare for training camp? I know the tryouts coming out. You guys have some off-season workouts, but what's the
Yes.
mentality after such a tough season? The last 2 years, losing in the Western Conference Finals, all those injuries, people are bouncing back. Where the rebellion's at right now? You as one of the leaders of the team and the family to get everyone ready to get down for next season.
So we never say like we're off season, right? We're
Hmm.
always it's a time of the day we're training, we're working to get better every day. Um After season ends, after like championships happen and like everything starts to like slow down, we all become like lost puppies. Like what a month of like what are we doing? Like what are we supposed to be hanging out? Like we want to get to the gym together? Like we all start just like messaging each other like how we're supposed to like stay together and get together. So we never really like split apart. We're
Right.
always like behind the scenes doing our work, what we need to do individually or within groups. And then within a couple months, we're starting our off season, like our OTAs. And so we're already together on the field in cleats on a football field, practicing and getting better. We just hosted our national tryout day. We had a lot of rookies. I would say 50-50, but a lot of
Nice.
really good athletes. So right now it's just, staying in that athletic realm
Mm.
until I get excited when we start like officially starting because we host like retreats where the family is built, where we get to go stay in cabins and do like those fifth grade, sixth grade camps that
Yeah.
everybody did back in the
Yeah.
day. You put
Yeah.
a bunch of women football players together, and we're doing the same thing. And that's
Right.
where I believe like family is built, where we look at each other and we are saying, "I got this person's back, no matter what." And then
Nice.
that's when the grind really starts, when the fight
Yeah.
in you, because you're not just fighting for yourself. You're putting those pads on, and the person next to you, the person behind you, beside you, in front of you, the person on the sideline, you're fighting for them too.
Nice. And a couple more questions. Want to ask, which game or moments through your career stands out the most from your rebellion experience? Which game moment, like, oh, this is my favorite moment or favorite game, in your opinion?
Oh, okay, so like instantly, anytime ever anybody ever asks me something like this, I always want to like say Texas
Mhm.
and not necessarily like, oh, it's my favorite game, but really they're like the only ones that are on my radar where I
Mhm.
just like I've been saying it like let us get a regular season game with y'all. Like
Yeah.
I hate to give them the highlight and the promotion here because we're rivals, but we're
Mhm.
all we're all here for the better of the good of the women's sports. But I wish we could get some kind of like regular season game with them. But playing them in championships in a stadium, playing them in playoffs, it's probably my favorite and my least favorite, right? Because
Mm.
they are a good team. They are a good competition and you only get better by playing the best. And so I just they're both. It's a bittersweet love-hate relationship.
Nice. And last thing for anyone watching that is interested in the rebellion, getting on, and maybe helping out or trying out, or just want some more information, where can they find it for you for the
So
rebellion?
San Diego Rebellion on everything, every platform, Facebook, right? Instagram. I tell people the easiest way, right? When you forget something, where do you go? You go to Google. Google's so well
Mhm.
known. If you were to just put in San Diego women's tackle football, like we're gonna pop up. San Diego's gonna pop up, San Diego Rebellion, right? We're the team. I'm gonna say we are the California, right? Because we got a
Yeah.
new California team coming in this league this next year. And then we got LA, but we are
Mhm.
the team. You want to win,
Right.
come to us. You want a family, come to us. But San Diego Rebellion, Instagram is in my opinion the best. It's what I use the most. We got JoJo, who is the best on graphics. She's great at advertising, and she keeps everything up to date. So there, all the links are attached there.
Okay. Well, football fans, get ready for another big season from the WNFC San Diego Rebellion, one of the top teams in the league and one of the double O, triple OGs of the Rebellionaires. I call it, I came up with the name the Rebellionaires. So,
I love
Tanya
it. We got to
Luna, the
slap it on the shirt.
Rebellionaire.
Here we go.
Exactly, the Rebellionaires. And also, if you hear chop, 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 that means the Rebellion are kicking some butt. So,
Here we go.
yeah, so I just want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Keep up being an ambassador for the sport, shining that positive light for the sport and the young ladies, the current and the former athletes. It seemed like you guys are all moving in a positive direction, growing the sport, growing the brand. So I just want to give you your kudos, give you your spotlight to do all of this, and just say again, congratulations on all the successes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everything you do. Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
No problem. All right, everybody. Hey, go check out San Diego Rebellion on all platforms and get ready for another big season. WNFC coming soon. All right. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.